Greetings. Hello. I am back. Today is Saturday. I was supposed to post the video on Friday. Again, please forgive me for being late. You know, I always think when a person keeps asking for forgiveness and they don't change their behavior, are they really sorry? You guys, I really am. I promise you. There's a lot going on, but glory be to God. You know, He's in control of everything. But anyway, I was sitting here listening to a Fred Hammond CD. It's been some years, and it was called The Pages of Life. That CD has really gotten me through a lot of hard times. One of the songs on there, Your Footsteps Are Ordered. I will bless the Lord at all times. I mean, you know, that CD was very powerful, you guys. But anyway, today I'm going to come to you with Find Your God-Given Purpose. All right? So we're going to read some chapters first, and then I'll come back and I'll elaborate on it according to what the Spirit has given unto me. All right? So we're going to go to 1 John chapter 3 and verse 8. And I want you to listen as I read these scriptures, all right? Really listen. He that committed sin is of the devil, for the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of God was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil. All right. Now we're going to go to, it is Matthew chapter 16, and I'm going to read verse 21 through 23. Again, really listen. From the time forth began Jesus to show unto his disciples how that he must go into Jerusalem and suffer many things of the elders, chief priests, and scribes, and be killed, and be raised again the third day. Then Peter took him and began to rebuke him, saying, Be it far from thee. Be it far from thee, Lord, this shall not be unto thee. But he turned and said unto Peter, Get thee behind me, Satan, thou art an offense unto me. For thou savorest not the things that be of God, but the things that be of men. And as God began to show me according to his Spirit, we all are given a God-given purpose. There is nothing under the sun that don't have a purpose. Whether it's bees, snakes, flies, everything God has created has a purpose. And I'm going to break down what purpose really means. Purpose can guide life decisions, influence behavior, shape goals, or offer a sense of directions. That is the reason so many people today are unhappy, because they don't know their God-given purpose. Yes, everybody is not called to preach, go all over the world, and be an apostle, prophet, teacher, but we all are called to impact people's lives. We all are called to do that, impact people's lives. And that is the reason you have to find your God-given purpose. You know, I thought about a guy that I really, really loved. His name was Anthony Bourdain, and they was interviewing him one day, and they was asking him several questions, and this statement really kind of dumbfounded me. Okay, you know, he's won all these awards, he's traveled all over the world, you know, he has plenty of money. And this is what he said to one of the reporters that was interviewing him. All I want to do is look out the door and be happy. I was like, wow, everything that you've done, all over the world. I mean, you've eaten pretty much everything on the planet as far as cuisine. You meet amazing people. And out of all of that, he was not still happy. That really kind of broke my heart. And I said, God, everybody wants to know their God-given purpose, because that is really what gives you life, keeps you motivated. I got a God-given purpose. I got to keep going, because I have people that God has for me to impact. I have people that I need to reach to make an impact, because God has given me a purpose in life. And also, I heard a preacher say this: you can't have purpose without passion. Most of the time, well, I'm going to say pretty much, and let me make a statement here. Sometimes when ministers come on, they are preaching the meat of the word. God knows who those words are sent to. Now, if there's some that's listening and they're on the milk of the word, God knows that. You cannot give a 5-year-old a T-bone steak. You have to give that child what his system can handle. And that is the same way with God. When he sends a preacher and they're preaching the meat of the word, he knows who he's sending it to. These are his people that he's ordained that should be coming up higher in him. And yet they're still on the milk of the word, where they need to be eating meat. So I definitely want to, make sure that, I explain that. I'm just here to deliver what God has given to me. Now, whoever is for, because I remember God told me one time, he said, I want you to speak this. And I was like, God ain't gonna speak that. They ain't gonna believe me. He said, I'm not asking you to make them believe you. I'm just asking you to speak it. So please understand, when I say this is my revelation, God knows who the words are meant for. All right, so let's get back to purpose. And I've found, and I'm going to say, I think it's pretty much across the board. There is a beginning and there is an ending. As Jesus began to show me, he was a carpenter by trade until his time was appointed for his God-given purpose. And that is the same way with us. There is a time for us to go into our God-given purpose. Like, I love to cook. I just do. I mean, cooking kind of relaxes me. It makes me creative. I don't know. I just enjoy doing it. But that's not my God-given purpose. My purpose is to reach lost souls. My God-given purpose. So right now, God is saying, okay, I'm asking you to minister my word, get on Facebook, give to the people what I have given to you by the Spirit. Not what I think, not what somebody else has taught me, but God has literally unveiled this to me. So I thought, I'm going to be honest, I really thought that you couldn't, do the things that you enjoy doing and still fulfill your God-given purpose. It's a process. Just like faith to faith, your God-given purpose is a process. So he has to take us through this process in order to get to our God-given purpose. Nobody comes out preaching, trust me. And even if they come out preaching, I've heard ministers say they preach what they thought was right according to the scriptures. Then God came and corrected them and say, no, you're teaching the people wrong. You didn't discern this by the Spirit. You discern this by your flesh and what you thought I meant. And that is the reason, I'm going to say it. We have so many denominations because everybody is interpreting what they think it should mean and not what the Spirit is saying unto the church. That's the words that we need to be releasing. What the Spirit is saying to the church, not what we think it should be, you guys. I mean, learning this, again, it is taking hard knocks for me. Trust me when I tell you. God has just really been unveiling stuff. Don't speak what you think. It don't matter what you think. I've given you a God-given purpose, and I'm unveiling that to you. So now you give it to the people. And whoever that word is for, they'll receive it. Some of us are so worried about, will they receive me? Will they like it? The only person we need to be concerned about who's liking it is Jesus. Because he's given us. He died. That was his God-given purpose. When he came, he already knew what his God-given purpose was. That's the reason he told Peter, get behind me. You're saying what God has not brought me here for. I'm here to die. I'm here to resurrect. I know my God-given purpose. So Peter, the things you are saying is not of God because I already know. And that's what God wants us to know, our God-given purpose. And if you seek him, he won't hold any good thing from you. I don't care if you got saved yesterday, 10 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago. God wants you to know your purpose, your God-given purpose. Again, you guys, I get so excited when, God unveils stuff to me like, know your God-given purpose. That way you won't be swayed. So many people are easy to be swayed because they don't know their God-given purpose. I love to cook. I'm cooking. I'm doing it as a business, but it's not my God-given purpose. And when that time comes to lay the cake pans down, the cookie sheets down, the KitchenAid down, and go into my God-given purpose, you better believe Miss O won't be baking cakes no more. Miss O won't be doing barbecue anymore. Because now I'm in my God-given purpose. And that is to reach the lost. And show that there is a living God still on earth in us. That he still loves them. Even though the world is just really beating people up. Have you ever thought about why suicide rate is so high? Why our young people are just running astray? They have no direction. They have no purpose in life. They don't even value life. You guys, we have a God-given purpose who God has unveiled it to reach them. Again, I thank you for watching. I hope, I pray that you seek God by the Spirit, find your God-given purpose, and fight for it. Don't let it go. Just keep pressing, keep pressing. As I state, God can't lie. God bless you. This time I will see you on Monday. I promise. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.